Hi guys, in this video I'm going to be showing you how you can write an inspiring intro to a trailer cue with only 6 sounds. First step is establishing those 6 sounds. So the first thing I want to kind of highlight is that I've chosen the word inspiring. So there could have been some more words here, uplifting, almost ambient. We're aiming for feel-good movies, so whether that's family films, kids films, romance comedies where there's an element of the human struggle to overcome something. So we want it to be inspiring. So I've chosen these 6 sounds specifically. So obviously hits and risers. I mean, they're our go-to trailer fodder, but with the 4 instruments that I've got going on are obviously a bass, and it's going to be a nice low subby bass to kind of really hold everything down. On top of that, it's going to be a piano and pad, and then as our driver, it's going to be short strings. They're the only 6 sounds we're going to do, and you can see I've loaded up those 6 sounds. I think it's my Alicia Keys, Photosynthesis, probably Metropolis Art, because I wanted something a bit wet sounding. Bass would be Keep Forest subs, riser would be the Riser by Air Technology, and I will probably load in some hits from Keep Forest. And we've got here 2 little markers for you to have a look at: hint at what is to come, and then introduce drive. So this is how we're going to structure our first section, our intro here. So when I say hint at what's to come, you could be hinting at a melody or a harmony or both, or instrumentation. In this case, it's more towards melody, harmony, and tone. So it's not going to be the full orchestra going here, basically. We want it to be uplifting. So we can start in a major key. We could start in a minor key and kind of go something like that. But in this case, I'm going to stick it in C. C major. So you notice I already have some effects on here. That's because I recorded this video whilst all my kids were screaming. So I thought, you know what, I'll probably just record it again. Because, they were having a good time. Okay, so I've got stereo delay, I've got little plate reverb, and I've got a channel EQ. Now let's talk you through this. Now, this is going to feel inspiring. So when we have just our piano going, I mean, it has elements there, but it obviously just feels a bit like a sketch. But I want this to feel the way the whole intro should feel on its own without anything else. Everything else should just be added extra. So I'm going to add in some stereo delay. Something like this. Except without that G7. And I want some reverb to soften those delays and to kind of soften the piano in general. Make it feel like it's in a hall. Yeah, I think that's a cool progression I'm going to go with. And then the other thing is I've just added a little channel EQ just to kind of roll it off a little bit. So it's a bit more muted. I might take down the stereo delay a little bit. It's a little bit too rhythmical, which is fine, but there we go. I want it to be something like that. Now let's play this part in. So that was just a little improvisation at the end there. So what we're going to do is introducing drive there. it doesn't have to be a chord change per se. It can just be like a repeated idea. So here I was just going for F and G. It could just be a case of having that same motif again. But without stopping it, it could just be a case of having the root chord. There we go. So let's just have a look at this little bit here. Join these together. Piano roll, where are you? There we go. So what we could do is, we've got this A minor to G to F. A minor to E minor to E minor to G to E minor. Yeah, I'm going to do that instead. A minor to A minor to what was it? A minor to G to E minor to G. A minor to G, E minor to G. So let's take this down. The reason I'm thinking that is because I kind of want the return to the root to be more magnificent. E minor. Yep, there we go. And G. So we've got... Cool. Now, the other element here I've got is pads. This piano is doing a good job, but I feel like it needs some other airy sound going on. Now, it could be just a simple drone, but I want it to double what I've got going on here. I'm just going to take out the sustain pedals. And just force legato everything. Ah. There we go. And that is what I am looking for. A little bit of ambience, a little bit of hinting at what is to come, and that's pretty much it, you know. It needs to feel inspiring. You're kind of seeing maybe a mother packing her lunches for her kids, looking out the window wistfully. If only. You know, it's that type of thing where it needs to feel wistful as well to kind of give room for everything else as it goes forward. So for the bass, I think I've loaded up. Yes, I have Devastator. So I want this to be like subby. There we go, we'll go for G. And unfortunately, a lot of these instruments are key switches, which I just hate. I hate them so much. Oh, it's so annoying. I'll just play the rhythm in. Sounds a bit repetitive here. There we go. Now this is, remember, just to really pin down everything. At the moment, everything's quite sparkly and high, and we want to ground this down. There we go, that should be it. Ooh. Oh, like I said, key switching instruments. Just annoy me so much. What was that? A, G, This might be a bit too wobbly down here, so I might pop that up there. G. Okay, you don't have the other thing here is you don't have to start like this complete. It can be something else, you know. It can start empty. And what I mean by that is it doesn't have to start with all of this stuff. It can just be. And then you come in. Then you layer it in. I'm kind of going all in at this stage. Right, now riser, I would like to add the riser. I could add it here at 7, 9 or 11. I'm going to add it in from 7 just because I'm feeling a bit fruity. Here we go. Nice long. Oh my goodness. Is it going to stop? Is it ever going to stop? There we go. I'm just going to bounce this in place. Rise up. Because what I can do there is I can always just bring this actually in a bit earlier, but fade it out a little bit. Because I do want this element here to be there in that stop down. I mean, I would probably layer up a few more risers here. Make it less so of a tonal rise or more of a white noise rise. But at this stage, sounding good to me. And here we want fast, repetitive pattern on the strings to drive home this idea that this character, this woman, is about to go through a big change. I love it. The latency of my computer when I'm recording is just embarrassing. Let's try that. Boop boop doop. Missing one. So what we got here? There we go, that's the business. So what we actually want is we want this driving element to come in here, where perhaps the piano hints at the chord again of the C, of the root. So we go. Something like that. And that is giving us this inspiring intro. And I haven't done the hits yet. The hits are going to be the icing on the cake. So where am I? I need to go to my Logic file. Nope. Music. There we go. Sample libraries. Oh, blimey. Got to clean this up. Oh, here we go. Already there. Now I don't want big trailer hits. I want booms. That's pretty nice. I'm going to put that one in there. So I'm going to count a few of these as the same sound on this one. This big kind of subby, oomphy sample. That's what we want. Let's try another one. Yeah, I'm going to choose that one too. Similar vein, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to zoom in and I'm going to cut it. so that it comes in. And here I want these to start, but I want them to... I think this can double up actually, twice. So I know I've got, it's almost like I want the riser to start there. So there we have it. It's really, really simple. But I mean, and this is the foundation, because one of the things I teach as often as possible is to get better at sketching, because now I've got this sketch, it's just details, which are really important. But the pressure's off. I've sketched the track, I've sketched the idea, and it works really nicely. But there's a few things I'd like to change. I mean, I don't think this little bit here works. So if I do this, maybe. There we go, something like that. And also, I think I would probably introduce a top piano note, so it's like just re-emphasizing this C. Something like that, just... I'd probably make it a little bit more interesting. But it does what I want it to do. And I would be tempted to do this as well. Bring this driving thing a little bit closer, so maybe it's actually based around this pattern. And then when this comes in, I would potentially, I say I would, I mean I am actually doing it, double it up. Nice. Like, I'm really like, this makes me want to carry on sketching out the whole thing. I just have 6 sounds going on here, but it gives all of the important information. Don't like that second C. It's got this build, it's bringing the drama, it's bringing the change. I mean, we can go anywhere with this, really. Well, not anywhere, but we can go many ways. We can go sort of big M83 style cinematic pop rock. We could go big uplifting orchestral. We could go full on like hard hitting hybrid, and all would sound great, because what we've done here is we've hinted at the mood. It feels uplifting, it feels inspiring, and the instrumentation is a bit ambiguous. We don't quite know where we're going yet. So here we go. Your takeaways for this are: limit your instruments, have an idea of your direction, the inspiring intro, have an idea of your structure, like I've done with the markers. So you'll be able to quickly and easily sketch out an inspiring intro with only 6 sounds.